following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I hope that you guys are warm because apparently we're having a new winter. It's just crazy. We about the time we get, this is the tote season. And what I mean by that is you tote all the totes from the basement with your summer clothes. And you have to just kind of wait. I just want to check with everybody. How are you doing today? Weigh in with a comment and let me know. We love this show to be really interactive. A big thank you to EB Elizabeth, who joined us at the Omni for our taping yesterday for a brand new show that we're doing called Taste of Nashville. Joe Dubin and I joined forces, and we had Terry McBride join us, and we had Greg Pratt join us. We're going to premiere that show March the 11th, brought to you by the Omni and our friends at Buddy Allen Carpet One in Donaldson. They are just part of our family. Speaking of my family, who's checking in with us this morning? John Blackwell, doing great. Glad that you're here. Woo-hoo. And Bruce, good morning to you too. Got folks, if you are with us today, we love for you to leave comments and give a little share. It is International Women's Day. And for that, Justin is doing a cooking segment with Big Joe on the Go down in Black Diamond in Cool Springs. So we're going to be seeing that a little bit later this week. And we've got some cooking segments, in fact, with us. It is New Stuff Tuesday, and there are all sorts of new things on the horizon for Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean Company, been doing sausage for years and years and years. And we've got a recipe coming up later in the show. But first, we're going to celebrate Women's Day, International Women's Day. And what is it all about? Well, it's women across the globe who join together to celebrate each other and how far we've come and how it's very important that we lift each other up.
Yay role models.
Yay mentors.
Yay heroes.
Yay trailblazers.
Yay every woman everywhere. Hey, when can I eat this?
Girls rule. Celebrate accordingly.
Let's all celebrate together.
Hershey's has created a brand new product just for International Women's Day, and you can find those special chocolate bars, Hershey bar. Isn't that cool? There are a lot of items that have come out, including a really neat collaboration with Dolly Parton for International Women's Day. Did you guys see any of the Academy of Country Awards on Amazon Prime last night? There have been people who say, it wasn't country. Do you know they've been screaming that every single show, every single award show for country music? There's always something, it wasn't country. Oh, shut up. It was a good show. It was entertaining. I loved it. There a lot. And the reason I loved it is because Dolly Parton was there. She was part of launching her brand new book, Amazon Prime today, Run Rose Run with James Patterson. It is out on Audible. It is you can purchase it from Amazon, and you can also be part of the 1-800-Flowers Dolly collection. For a week in celebration of International Women's Day, there is the Dolly Parton Rose collection. And if you have a woman that you want to represent in your life, maybe to your mom, to your wife, to your sweetheart, those roses are beautiful, and they're handpicked Well, she chose the ones that are going to be in it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And a big thank you to Kim Stasiak Towers, who showed a brand new product. And she introduced me to this, the organic Reese's Dark. I will tell you, I have not tried it. Does organic mean anything to you? Does it mean anything to me if you're going to be eating a Reese cup, as we call them back home? I don't know. But thank you, Kim, for letting me know about this new product. And if you have found a new product and you want to try it out, let me know. devinoday@gmail.com. Hey, there is a new product that I tried yesterday from Gugu. Beth Sachan is a guest on our upcoming Taste of Nashville, the Gugu store downtown. It was a dark chocolate Gugu with a peanut butter filling, a caramel layer, and pretzels and peanuts. Holy moly. It had a little salt on the outside, so you had that kind of salty, sweet. I would walk over Kohl's for it. I'm just saying, go try out. That is the Gugu store. We'll find out a little bit more about what they're doing at Gugu coming up on March 11th. Well, coming up March 11th and 12th, there's something really cool happening in downtown Nashville. Well, actually, toward the airport, the Sonesta Hotel will be hosting EdgeCon. It is a small business conference. If you literally have been beat up as a small business, if you've been beat up as an executive, if you've been beat up and you need help with management and with sales, and you need some new ways to sell, inspiring stories all under one roof, EdgeCon is taking place, and you can save $100 by using the promo code Devin's Edge at edgeconusa.com. But Auntie Ann will be there. Her story is just amazing.
Ann Byler, creator of the famous Auntie Anne's pretzel franchise, is known for her success. Yet what many don't know is the devastation she endured before it, when her 19-month-old daughter, Angie, was killed.
My sister was driving a bobcat and hauling sand, and as she was doing that, she didn't see Angie that morning, and when she turned the bobcat to go forward, she saw Angie in front of the bobcat. She was killed instantly that morning.
In her book, The Secret Lies Within, Anne recounts her story of loss, the years of sexual abuse she endured at the hands of her pastor, and how the power of confession saved her life.
Well, just want to let you know, edgeconusa.com. The code is Devin's Edge. Doesn't matter if you capitalize it or if you don't capitalize it. Auntie Ann will be there. We've got a horse whisperer. We've got people who help you with your sales. If you need some help in how to get your employees back together again after they've been working remotely, there's some issues with retention and keeping people hired. And how do you do that? It's a new world. It's not just about the money anymore, because people want quality of life.
If wise people don't lead, a fool always will. There will never be a vacuum for leadership.
Are you ready to take your business to the edge? Let me see your hand.
There we go. Everybody on the team.
I can't wait to meet Dave Kaufman. He's part of this incredible event. We're going to talk to him next week. We're going to also talk to the woman who has all the scoop on what's going on in Nashville. Tracie Hitz from the Hits List joins us. Hey, Tracie.
Hi,
Where
how
are you?
Well, I'm in the recording studio, so I know I look weird.
No, you don't look weird. I said, but there's a little mood lighting going on there. So it's very cool. Who are you in the studio with today?
Well, my Nashville Nights folks for our Denmark Songwriters Festival, we're doing a recap album from last year. So Blue Foley sang this morning. We've got Cameron Havens coming in tonight. Chancey Neal, Terry Jo Box, Bridget Tatum. Everyone's coming in the next couple of days. Scott Sean White. So I was like, okay, I need to jump in here because everyone's out there now talking. So I'm like, I'm just going to jump into the studio, to the studio.
That's Fantastic, fantastic. Well, this is what we do in Nashville. We literally, there's always music being made, always music being made. And even during 2020, when everybody was, they developed their own home studios and created a way to create. Tell us who's going to be playing this week and whom we need to look out for.
Well, again, I always like to pick someone from the past. So I got Sammy Hagar at the Ryman tonight.
What? Oh my gosh. Crazy.
So about that one. Then Billie Eilish is at Bridgestone, so that's a big one. Jamie Floyd is actually going to be hopefully coming to Denmark for the Nashville Nights this year.
She's the best. She wrote The Blade. In case you guys don't know who Jamie Floyd is, I'm telling you, if you don't have her last album, you have missed it. Go get it.
She is amazing. So she's actually going to be at the City Winery. She's part of a whole event with KM and Tennille Towns and some amazing people and a surprise guest who I don't know who it is, but it's actually a big night for her because there's going to be a bunch of publishers out there. So if anyone can come out and support her, that would be amazing. Again, it's a part of a bigger event, but we're really excited for Jamie. So that's Thursday at the City Winery. You got Chris Jansen at the Ryman on Thursday. And then again, flashback to the Gin Blossoms at Brooklyn Bowl on Thursday.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. Then again, backstage Nashville, you've got Emma Zink, who's also coming in to sing on the Nashville Nights album, and she'll be back again in Denmark in the fall. And then I don't know if we're supposed to reveal the real identity of this person, but do you know Dale Hollow? We used to work with him in a past life.
Yes. Dale Hollow is a country star. And he's funny as all get up. He's a country star.
He is a star, and he is playing the Basement on Saturday. So that's always a good time whenever you can see Dale Hollow out. And then actually I was going to feature the Sutler about how great it is to go to the Sutler, and then they're closing.
I literally cried. I literally cried when I saw that. I cannot tell you the rounds of pool I have played at the Sutler. It was one of my hangs. I love the Sutler, and it's one of those Nashville traditions that's going away over in the Melrose area, just in case you're wondering.
It is. I was going to tell everyone all about it and how you should go, but now I'm going to say they're going to be open until March 13th. And so if you can come out and just support these last shows, Papa Raines does the Hump Day Classic every Wednesday. He also does a live on 8th. He's awesome. He's so entertaining, but he always brings up incoming people, but he also has some really great established folks as well. The live bluegrass brunches are Friday and Saturday and Sunday. And then Friday and Saturday, they just have music starting at 5, usually 3 different acts go until close. So if you guys can come out to the Sutler, please support it because it's going away, and I'm so sad.
They are moving the bluegrass brunch, however. They are moving that to another place, and we'll be telling you about that in the coming weeks. And I love what they did. They made sure that every wait person, every staff person had a job somewhere else close by, so they're not going to miss a paycheck.
That's awesome. Like I said, the people that own that were amazing for sure. So again, so sad to see it go, but go out and support them before March 13th.
It's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for always bringing us good stuff. Enjoy your day in the studio. And a little bit later in the show, we're going to be playing a great song from Kinsey Rose. She's got a show coming up next week. We're going to be at the end of the month. We're going to be telling you about. And of course, if you don't have plans for St. Patty's Day, the Goldens, William Lee Golden and the Goldens are going to be at 3rd and Lindsley, and there are a few tickets left. I'm so excited because I'm going to be there celebrating St. Patty's Day with the Oak Ridge Boys. Oh, not the Oak Ridge Boys, but the Oak Ridge Boys, a possessive William Lee Golden and his family band. It's going to be awesome. Chris is going to be there, and Rusty and Elizabeth, and it's going to be wonderful.
That's awesome. Love it.
Hey, and Tracie, if people want to get involved and find out a little bit more how to become branded as a singer-songwriter in the music industry, and they want to work with companies, and that's what you do. So the hitslist.com is part of the greater whole of hits and branding, hitsandbranding.com. So if you're an artist coming into town, get in touch with Tracie.
Yep. I just help them tell their story so that people want to know, like, and love them and just be part of what they're doing.
Thank you so much, Tracie. I so appreciate you.
Thank
take
you,
care,
Susan.
all right?
Okay,
Take care.
bye.
Bye-bye. Well, I just love the fact that all the music is happening in our town, and Tracie is great. The hitslist.com, you can go and reach out to her because she got it going on. But if you're like me, you also love to catch up on the new seasons that are dropping on all of the streaming platforms right now. If you don't know about streaming, you've been living under a rock. I haven't had cable since the 80s. I mean, honest to goodness, really, I haven't. And I've been really I was on the forefront of streaming because I just thought it was a good bargain. And I didn't get a whole lot of premium channels because I didn't find a lot I wanted to see. And then I was introduced to a series called Outlander. Oh, goodness. It's so good. And if you like time travel, if you like fantasy, if you like knights and people of Celtic origin, Sam Heughan is part of a great show. And season 6 just dropped on Starz. You can get the app even on your phone or any of your devices. Or, of course, if you have cable, you can get it there too, the old-fashioned way. But the new season is really incredible.
This, I promise you, won't come between us.
You helped pull me back from the darkness. You are always with me.
Give way. Bring blood to the door, silence the drum.
It's starting. If only they knew what was coming.
It would be a shame if our Indian neighbors became our enemies.
If you only help them, then I will.
The tide has turned.
King's counting on you, Mr. Fraser.
I can't be two things at once, Claire. A rebel, a loyalist, agent for the crown and an enemy of the king.
You can't live your life afraid of being who you are.
Send not to know for whom the bell tolls. He tolls for thee. You've certainly come a long way from Hartsmuir.
If you're to stay, my word at Fraser's Ridge is law.
If America doesn't become America, who knows what that world will look like?
What would that mean for a family?
The clock is ticking.
Whoever you fight with, fight for yourselves.
Jamie! I don't belong here. Brianna, Roger, they don't belong here. But yet here we are, all of us. Because I loved you. More than the life that I had. And this, I promise you, won't come between us.
They have a special introductory price. Honest to goodness, I'm so busy. I'm always running. So I usually watch TV on my phone. I know I'm not like everybody else, but if I'm home, I'm out at the farm and whatever. And I subscribe, I think it's like $6 a month or something. And they got me because they know that if they drop an entire season, I'll watch the whole season in a weekend. So every new episode drops on Sunday night for Outlander season 6. So if that's something that you like, I encourage you. And if you don't, you can always go. They have all the old seasons on Netflix. You can follow them there. Hey, it is International Women's Day. What does it mean to all of us? Well, we'll tell you.
I wanted to show all girls that their value and potential is infinite.
We clear a woman's way. We don't fear the day she steps into the light because we are with her.
Because we are with her every step of that fight.
Women have a special opportunity to live the revolution.
If the first woman God ever made was strong enough to turn the world upside down, all alone.
These women, together, ought to be able to turn it back and get it right side up again. And the men better let them!
You have to stop asking for permission. You have to stop
asking for permission.
Women will have achieved true equality when men share with them
the responsibility of bringing up the next generation.
Doubt and dreams can't ride together. Each will take down the other.
It is said that girls with dreams become women with vision.
Because it isn't enough to simply talk about equality.
Let us work at it together, starting now.
That's the history of the world. His story is told, hers isn't. I feel that has to change, and women are going to have to change it.
Human rights are women's rights, and women's rights are human rights once and for all.
Somewhere downtown, wish for a better life, unlock the intelligence, unlock the passion, unlock all of the great things that they hold within themselves.
Dream with ambition, lead with conviction, and see yourselves in a way that others may not, simply because they've never seen it before. But know that we will applaud you every step of the way.
Hashtag Her Voice Matters.
Historically, women have had to speak louder to have their voices heard. 33,000 girls become child brides every day. 40% of women have suffered sexual harassment in the workplace. Only 6 countries give women equal legal work rights as men. This International Women's Day, join CARE.
Join CARE.
Join CARE to make these injustices history once and for all. The words we say and the actions we take today can make a difference for her tomorrow. Share her voice and amplify it around the world. CARE.org.
Wilma Glodine Rudolph was born in June of 1940 in St. Bethlehem, Tennessee, and Clarksville claimed her as their own. She was the 20th of 22 children. Her nickname Skeeter was replaced later with the Black Gazelle, because this winning sprinter and world record-holding Olympian did not start out with anyone believing she would ever become a world role model for young female athletes. You see, Wilma, before becoming one of the fastest humans in the world, had to overcome polio. She didn't just have to become a fast runner, but had to regain the ability to walk at the age of 12. Her family members took turns massaging her legs and taking her to Nashville for treatment at Meharry. Gradually, with a special shoe and constant treatment, she gained the use of her legs. She trained at Tennessee State University and won a bronze medal at the 1956 Olympics. And in 1960, she won 3 gold medals and broke 3 world records. In 1962, she retired to work with underprivileged children, teaching and coaching. Later, Wilma was inducted into the U.S. Olympics Hall of Fame in 1994. She was a network publicist for Universal, television host in Indianapolis, and a sportscaster for the Olympics for ABC. She later became vice president at Baptist Hospital in Nashville before she passed away at the age of only 54. She was diagnosed with brain and throat cancer, which took her life. She has been memorialized on her own postage stamp, the subject of many documentaries, books, and films, and has her own boulevard in Clarksville, Tennessee. Her grace and determination is a testament to her will and her gift, which she shared generously with all the women who learned from her life story and her coaching.
What an incredible story. If you see Wilma Rudolph Boulevard in Clarksville, Tennessee, I just wanted you to know a little bit about what her legacy is that she leaves. And I think about every little girl who runs track in our state and in other states, and they see the story about Wilma. And I think it's really important that you know the story behind Wilma Rudolph, a powerful thing. Hey, it is International Women's Day, and it continues with celebration of women. And Gloria Steinem turns 80, and one of the things they're doing in New York is they have a tour of her in New York for her 80th birthday. Her favorite places in New York get little plaques that say, Gloria Steinem, and tells a little bit about what she did when she instituted Ms. Magazine, and it was a big deal because at the time that she did it, women couldn't even have a byline. If they wrote something, chances are they weren't given credit for it. They would put a man's name on the article, and that wasn't that long ago. Now, am I a belligerent feminist? Oh, absolutely not. But I think that we all should equal pay for equal work. Women couldn't even buy a home, even if they were the person earning the money for their homes. If they were a single mother, they couldn't even put their name on a deed just a few years ago. They couldn't even buy a refrigerator, even if they were the ones really using it. So I think that we have come a long way, baby, as I used to say on those old cigarette commercials. But I think that it's important for us to realize that as women, as people, as sons, as husbands, as partners, we need to lift up the women in our life and the little girls in our lives. And all you girl dads out there, what you do is very, very important. I'm going to close with Kinsey Rose. Kinsey Rose is an incredible artist. She was on The Voice. She did not win, but she is incredible. And she has got an important show coming up. I'm looking at the notes here, March 26th at Priest Lake Presbyterian Church. She is a country artist, but she's raising money for a benefit concert for Angaza Nuru, a ministry of hope in Kenya. And she is helping. And you can find out information on Kinsey Rose's website or her Instagram. If you just go to Kinsey Rose, Kinsey Rose, you'll find out about her and about what she's doing to do good in our world. And isn't that what we all should do? We're going to close with I'm going to go back a ways. I know it's New Stuff Tuesday and she's got new music, but I really love this song. And I think we need to be reminded that somebody's praying for us. Most of us have somebody in our lives that lifts us up, even when we don't know it. And if you don't have somebody that is lifting you up, will you send me a message and I'll put you on my list and I'll lift you up. And when I say it, I do not mean perhaps. I'll put you on there and I'll pray for you. Be safe, everybody. Be kind. Remember, most of all, that you are loved. Share us, subscribe. Make sure you're part of our family on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. And let people know that we like to give the good news and inspiring stuff to make your day just a little bit better here at Main Street Media of Tennessee. God bless you. Have a great rest of your day. Here's Kinsey Rose to kind of put a bow on things. Main Street today, every day at 11.
When your day looks dark and you're falling apart and you've got no one to turn to, when there's no way out of your fears and doubts, your past keeps trying to haunt you. When the nighttime comes and you're running from your ghost, you're scared to death and alone, I hope you know somebody's calling on the angels tonight, and somebody's asking God to fight your fight. I won't pretend to know what kind of hell you're going through. Somebody's out there and praying for you. I know you're strong, you've been kicking down walls and crawling over the mountains. You've hid the pain, stay the rain, and the thunder keeps on crashing. Sometimes a heart can't win a war all by itself. Even the toughest sometimes needs a little help. Somebody's calling on the angels tonight, and somebody's asking God to fight your fight. I won't pretend to know what kind of
with your coffee in the morning, or taking a good book off the shelf. Another thing I love the most than being on my own is together with everybody else. Together, like a southern Sunday summer. Together, on my front porch with my friends. Together with who's ever there, standing next to me. Yeah, together is my favorite place to be.